All right, good morning. It's Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning East Coast time. It's Tuesday talk with Wally and Tim. And yeah, if anybody wants to join us who hasn't been on the show yet, um, message me and I'll pull you in and I'll send you a link or something. And yeah, we're gonna try to do on these Tuesday mornings is only have people on once besides me and Wally, of course. To keep it fresh and keep the variety going. And so if you've never been on a show with us before and you can pull off a 10 a.m. Eastern time on a Tuesday, message us and we'll pull you in or send you the link for a future show. And yeah, I think Lee's going to be doing a show this Friday night. So if anyone's interested in hopping on that one, we'd love to see some new faces or some new old faces that haven't been on in a while. Message us and we'll pass the link along. Or I'm sorry, we'll pass it along to Lee and Lee will send you the link. And yeah, this Thursday night we have a show at 9 p.m. Eastern time. A little opposition preview for the Lyon match. So we got a couple Lyon supporters, and Chris is going to host, and Katie will be the guest host. So that should be fun. So we got a few shows this week.
Do we have to speak French for that one, or?
Well, I was hoping that Lee was going to jump all over it.
I know Lee would be perfect,
but Chris jumped on it, so awesome. I couldn't say no to Chris. I love having Chris host shows. So, and then Katie popped in and was like, Katie, I'll do it too. It'd be nice to see her again on the show.
It will, yeah. I think she's been busy with school and stuff, but I think that's easing up.
Yeah, that's what she says. So, and she wants to do more stuff. We just got to try to come up with some new stuff to do. And yeah, we have a couple game shows in the works. So if anyone's interested in hosting a game show, we need a host. And Wally we'll try to fit Wally in there somehow. Because we missed Friday Night Lights.
That was great.
Yeah, that was the best, man. I'm telling you, that was literally like my favorite show. It was a lot of work to do the scheduling for that show. As much as I bet it was coming up the topics and stuff like that for John and stuff. But
John had to do the topics and everything. Yeah,
but
it was tough keeping score. Let me tell you, really tough.
Yeah, but
sometimes I had to count over 10, which I run out of fingers, so I had to go to toes for the counting. But yeah.
So anyway, we want to bring back some new stuff to keep it fresh. This is just something that we want to keep going, obviously, and we don't want it to get too stale. So all these other channels are coming up with new things, and why not? Let's do that. So if anybody's interested in hosting and co-hosting or just being guests, you got to message us. You got to let us know, and not just let us know, but let us know your availability and your time zone. Time zone's key. Like, I need to know where you're at so we can figure out, logistics.
Also, what status of? Well, I was going to say what status you are as far as daylight savings time or not or what, because I think the UK just switched to daylight savings time now, so we're more in sync. 5 hour, the normal 5 hour difference, but for a little while it was 4 hours. It was very confusing.
Yeah, and that almost screwed up a couple of weeks ago. No, last week when we had Jazz on. He thought it was 5 hours, but luckily we worked it out and we had him on. That was cool. And it was nice to see Steve. Nice to see Steve Mothersole last week too.
Yeah, it was great.
We got to get him back on as well on other shows too. He's one of those guys that has a wonky work schedule like myself, so it's been difficult. But anybody wants to come on that's not been on yet on this show, please message us and we will we'll pull you in. But in the meantime, let's talk Everton, I guess. I'd rather not talk about international football, other than the fact that Sonny Perkins did score against Denmark for the under-18s for England.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
I didn't either until this morning when doing a little digging. I'm like, what the hell are we going to talk about? But yeah,
there's
the thing I like.
Oh,
huh?
I was going to say there's rumor that Declan Rice is going to be the England captain today. I've seen that rumor.
Yes.
I don't know if it'll happen, but yeah.
Next in line, I think they said. Yeah.
Wow.
Who's the current captain? I don't even know. I don't even know. Howdy, Hammerhead. How about Leon? Yeah, so we're gonna do like in-depth episode Thursday evening, at 9 p.m. Eastern time about Leon. We're gonna actually have a couple Leon supporters on, and it's gonna be like a 2v2 opposition preview, I guess you'd say. So look forward to that one. Today we're just gonna be mostly talking about Everton, and the thing I love, I don't know if you can see this, but you see all those red dots.
Yeah.
Well, the team with the most red dots there, that's Everton's form in the last 5 games. So a team with a more piss poor form in the league than us. That's interesting. Like, it's either old school West Ham where, like, well, that means that they're due for a win and we're due to be the team to let them win, or that's just us. It could mean us having a lovely game, But again, without Boeing in the lineup, I'm just
so no Boeing. Is that for sure? Then do we know that for sure? Because I thought he might be coming back. I don't know. I haven't really looked at it.
I would say no.
Okay.
But again, I'm who the hell am I anyway?
Yeah.
What do we got here? As Everton are not playing well, they will beat us. And yes and no. So we do fairly well against Frank Lampard sides.
That's right.
Fat flank, I like to call him flank. Yeah. Morning, Gary, and good morning, Ken. How are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Yeah. So anyone, I'm going to keep saying it until this show's over. Anyone want to jump on with us, feel free. There's not much to talk about today, but I definitely wanted to see Wally. So this is my excuse to see Wally. So
yeah, we can have a chat and people can watch us.
Chat and just record it live.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man. Nice shirt, by the way.
Yeah, you like that, huh? It's my hometown, Detroit.
We got to get somebody from that crew on. They got a small little crew over there, but they're they got it going on.
I'd love to hear from them.
I'd love to visit there too.
Yeah, I was born and raised there, but I have not been back there since the late '80s. I would love to get back there and see my old haunts, see if they're still there. But
see if they're not burned down.
Yeah, well, exactly. But yeah, I think it'd be great to see it at Detroit. I've seen a couple things on Twitter, or somewhere, somebody saying they're from Detroit, they're watching the Hammers or whatever. So yeah, I'm curious to if they have a pub or something they go to and where it is.
They do. Well, I've noticed that every time they post about a gathering, they usually refer to the same location. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I think that they have like a location, and I think the guy's name is Josh that runs that crew. Josh Hatmaker or something like that. Nice. Yeah. This is interesting, Wally. Matt Howard heard on Talk Shite this morning that they were saying Moyes should be considered for the Man United job.
Wow. They're running out of stuff to talk about.
Me laugh this morning.
It's the international break. They just got to, talk about something, right?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go through the bullshit this morning. All right. So here's some funny stuff. All right. So there's more talk about Lingard obviously leaving on a free this summer, along with a couple other United players that maybe we should look at. It says the GSB is plotting a fresh Hugo Ekitike bid. It also says that we are rivaling Euro giants for free transfer of Isco from Real Madrid.
Wow.
This is
what?
I swear to God. Somebody in the GSB circles putting this shit out.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of like things like that. Or West Ham linked to this person, that person, even Isco this morning.
Yeah.
I guess there's nothing to talk about because it's international break, so they just start throwing these rumors around.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's every day, man. Every day I open my One Football app or whatever. This is just insane, and it's usually the same sources too. Like that. There's actually a player from Everton too that we're linked to.
Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin.
Right? Yeah. I mean, he like last year, but I guess he's been injured. Maybe I don't know if he'll be back available this weekend, but he looked good last year.
Yeah, he did. And then there's talk about how we need to, or Moyes needs to unleash Okaflex. And again, we've talked about that a couple of Tuesday mornings already, that we should consider, or Moyes should consider, releasing some of the youth, or not releasing, like unleashing,
right? Utilizing them,
youth players, yeah.
Okaflex probably is our strong player from the youth, and I'd love to see him play because he looked good in the preseason. He did really well when I think we played Rangers. He played great in the preseason. Of course, that's preseason, but and I think he's done really well for the youth. Scored a lot and everything. So, yeah, I'd love to see him play because he can't play in the Europa League, as I understand it. So if he's going to play, it needs to be in the Premier League. So, yeah, I'd love to see him.
Howard says that Bowen's better than Calvert-Lewin, so I trust Matt. I trust Matt's opinion. No, I mean, I agree with that 100%. And also, I guess news of Ogbonna back in the gym. That was nice to see some images about that. But I mean, realistically, though, do you think that we would see Ogbonna before the end of the season?
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, it's less than 2 months now, so. And I don't think he's been on the pitch or anything, so it's, he still needs like a good month or month and a half.
He's up there in age too, for a footballer anyway. And it's one of those things where, like when Fabianski gets injured, or if Dawson were to get hurt, or every time Antonio gets hurt, I mean, you would assume that it would take longer for these dudes to heal. And also when they do come back, I mean, you'd think that Ogbonna would need some matches under his belt, like maybe with the U23s or something like that, before we throw him to the fire. Because again, would he be coming back from an injury like he had? Would he be like able to just step right in and be ready to go and be better than any option that we currently have? Not that I am a Diop fan, or and I do like I love Zuma. And what's his name? Dawson. I appreciate what Dawson does. Yeah, he's steady, and it's the outside backs. It's just when we don't play Fredericks, and it worries me.
We struggle without Fredericks.
We struggle without him, man. And especially in the league, dude. It says here that Augie will be back for the last 4 to 5 games.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
impressive.
Probably will be, but Hammerhead, do you think that he would be better than the options that we currently have? Like, would you throw him back in the lineup? That's my question. It says came out last half hour that Augie is sure he'll be back before the end of the season. Okay, yeah, I mean, he probably will, but again, like, I'm wondering your opinion on, you think it's worth it throwing him back in there after such an injury, at his age?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think he and Zuma would allow Zuma to play on the right, which is, I think, where Zuma's strongest and more, that's his better pair than the ideal pairing for the center back. But to throw him in there, I don't know. And those probably be some pretty big matches, right? So I don't know. We'll see. I guess.
Yeah, that last month is gonna suck.
Yeah, I think we got like Man City and
yeah, and
we end with Brighton. Maybe is that? Or...
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah,
yeah, we got Brighton at Brighton. We got City at home before that, and then we have Norwich. I mean that would be a decent test. I'd say I'd let him start that match. But before that, we got Arsenal. Before that, we got Chelsea. You know what I mean? That's the last 5 matches. So I don't know if I'd throw him
if we do one thing in the remainder, the one thing I want to see in the remainder of the season is to beat Arsenal, because we've beaten all the other big 6 this season, and that would make it complete if we could just beat Arsenal. So that would make me very happy. Obviously, other things would be great, but if we could just beat Arsenal, cap the season perfectly. Well, not perfectly, but it would be a nice. Yeah.
I really want us to. I really want to see us beat Brighton. Especially the last match of the season, just because at Brighton, I don't think we ever beat Brighton at Brighton, do we? I mean,
we don't. Yeah, we don't do well against Brighton.
That would be amazing. But he's our best center back. Our best center back plays for Crystal Palace, but anyway.
He just had a birthday, right, James Tompkins?
Yeah,
today. I think it's today.
Happy birthday, James Tompkins.
He's
the greatest ever center back out of the academy. Fuck Rio.
Yeah,
he's a red. I don't count him. Yeah. Has anyone heard an update on Boeing? Matt Howard, what's the update on Boeing? He's my update guy.
Yeah, right. I think he said Boeing would be ready, didn't he? Or
Happy Hammer agrees with you. That's a really.
But
tough
more importantly, if we beat Arsenal, we've beaten in some manner, whether in the cup or whatever, all the big 6 teams, and that would make me very happy.
Yes. Matt, that's the best thing that's ever come out of your fingers there.
We need to sign Fredericks too. I'm afraid. I'm getting used to the idea that he's going to be gone at the end of the season. So
yeah,
I'll need to find a new player to support.
That's the thing. Like, I can't see. To be honest with you, I don't know. I see either a team coming up who needs a quick right back might pick him up.
Right.
Either that, or I see him playing for championship. I mean, he would be like he'd be a star there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
with his
yeah.
pace
Yeah.
and everything like that. I think he would find a great home somewhere in championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too.
And honestly, the same thing with fucking Ogbonna at this point. Jesus Christ, for anybody who's over 30, I think Antonio would score 40 goals in championship.
In the
you know what I mean? But
yeah.
especially, at his age, dude, I don't see him getting any better, dude. I mean, honestly, anybody in the chat, like, do you see Antonio getting any better at his age? Is you see someone I don't know. It's just frustrating. Lanzini, what? Is off in the summer too?
Yeah. I've heard he wants to finish out his career at the River Plate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think Happy Hammerette, who is the biggest Lanzini fan out there, I think she's also like me, getting to, trying to get used to the idea that Lanzini may be leaving too, as well as Fredericks. So he wants to finish his career at River Plate, I guess. So what is he, like 29 maybe?
He's up there now.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
But you're right. He would be a fucking star there. And I think, he'd be an absolute legend. He could probably play another 3-4 years down there. And Hammerhead, I only disagree because I love Fredericks in a lot of ways. But the one thing he can't do is pass to his own teammate. He can cross, but he can't pass the ball like straight on to a teammate. He's a phenomenal crosser. He's got phenomenal speed. He can break away. He's a decent defender, but the dude just can't pass, man. Like, he cannot pass the ball. It's insane. Right. Like, look, I swear to God, look up his freaking pass completion ratio. It's insane.
I love watching him going down into the corner, and going right by their backs and then pass, crossing it over. But yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of corners, somebody I miss is Snodgrass, man. That dude could fucking kick a corner, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think, Jesus Christ. I keep forgetting that Noble. Honest to God, I keep forgetting that Noble's still in the club.
I know.
To be honest with you.
We only have a few more matches left.
Seriously. That's insane. Well, because he doesn't even take penalties really anymore. He doesn't even play anymore, really.
No, he doesn't.
This is the Europa League, which is great for him. And that's good that they did that, where they at least get him some minutes there in the Europa League. We got wingers don't need a pass.
Right.
Clearly not if you're Ryan Frederick.
He's a smart guy. Hammerhead's a smart guy. I like him.
There you go. All right, fine. Again, you're right. I guess they don't. But that's definitely his weakness as a right back, though. That's where I notice him missing the most passes is bringing the ball up, because he likes to go forward, and then all of a sudden we lost possession.
And he's forward.
And then he gets to show off his defensive skills. I think it's just because he wants to show off his defensive skills. He just gives the ball away so he can do his thing.
Wants to show off how fast he can recover backwards. Yeah.
So he should be playing for Barcelona. That's what he should be doing. Yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah, next season, Barcelona. Okay.
Dude, if they fucking sign Brathwaite, that piece of shit who can't even fucking score a goal as a striker, then I think they'll do better off with Fredericks. Rumors are that Boeing and Sufal are going to be in the squad for Everton. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, that would help us win for sure, to make it certain that we win. But I just worry about, is that too soon? Is that too soon for Bowen?
Would you, if Sufal is back, would you start him instead of Johnson, or would you keep Johnson?
What was the question?
If Sufal is back, would you start him instead of Johnson, or keep Johnson in the team?
I'd start Fredericks.
Yes.
I mean, like, to be honest with you, I would. I would.
Would you? Really?
I'd put Johnson on the left, and I'd have Fredericks on the right, because Everton, their form is shit. Their only one victory in the last 5 matches, they won 1-0. They can't even score. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I'm not afraid of their offense. I would absolutely do that to buy Sufal more time and to give Frederick some minutes. Why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Call me crazy, but that's what everybody does.
Love that.
So Antonio's capable. He's coming on at 75 minutes, and definitely coming on at 75 minutes is better suited for him. 100%. He would be an amazing super sub. But who do we got up top? Bowen? Like who would we put up top? Or
and not Yarmolenko, because Yarmolenko's the same kind of thing where you bring him on late, and that's been successful. He scored twice now, coming on late. But I don't see starting Yarmolenko for sure.
Oh, poor Steve. Oh, dude. But man, you've seen him play enough, my man. Like, trust me, if you've seen that dude play enough. You know what I mean? I mean, actually, quick question, Steve. Obviously, since you're in the chat, did you actually go to the testimonial? I'm assuming. You know what I mean? So honestly, that was back at the bowling, right? The testimonial. So like that to me would just be, if I was able to see any one match of his, like, dude, they had some really cool, like DeCanio was there.
Yeah.
Ashton. Yeah, dude, that must have been an amazing match. But
Ashton did like an overhead kick or something to score a goal. I mean, it was mental. Yeah. Bishop, set him up for that.
Oh, that's right, Bish.
Yeah.
I missed that, dude. We got to get him back on.
Yeah. Adrienne scored a goal.
That's right. I forgot about him.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I keep forgetting about him until I pop on Instagram and he keeps posting pictures from the bench. But yeah. Bowen will just be what we need against Lyon. So, yeah. Especially without Lanzini there for the first tie. Now,
that's right.
That's what I mean. Like, I think we need a rest. I don't think we should rush them against Everton. I think we should give some guys some minutes against Everton. But again, Moyes will fucking play Antonio for 90. He'll play friggin' Bowen for 90 or until he gets hurt. He'll, you know what I'm saying? Like he'll kill these guys, dude. That's what he does, man.
Rice
he
and
thinks
Suchek.
That's the way to build fitness is by throwing them out there for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Soufal needs to get match fit again so we can utilize him. Yeah, yes, he does, but yes, he does. You're right. I really don't care. I'm just saying I'd rather see Fredericks get a shot because he's not. Again, it's Everton. They're doing shit. They're in the hole. Let's keep burying them. Beating Newcastle 1-0 isn't digging them out of their hole, so they're still in the hole. So it's time to trash on them. I did. Oh, Steve didn't go to the fucking testimonial. So I guess you have to change your plans then. I guess you're not going to San Diego after all.
Well, it's it's mental that testimonial was 6 years ago.
Isn't that insane?
I know just blows my mind. It was so long ago, and Noble's still playing after 6 more years after a testimonial. Shows you, his longevity. That's just amazing.
So what are your thoughts on this, Wally? Hamrette says that she's heard that we're going to be giving Yarmo another year.
No, I think he's out of contract. So if we can pay him a whole lot less, then he's getting probably like the second most, weekly wage on the squad.
Yeah, so if we restructure his deal, yeah.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Or give him a lowball offer, which they will.
Right, knowing us, yeah.
Excuse me.
In a way, unfortunately, he really can't go back to his home country, right now. So in a way,
someone's going to pick him up. And I mean, he obviously,
true.
If I was him, I would want to play. No, if I was him, I'm sorry. Me thinking of him. I mean, I think that he would think that he could still play at the high level. Mm-hmm. But again, man, I think that he would be one of those guys if they were to go in championship, it would probably be a fucking star and bang a lot of goals because he can score goals.
He's got the skills. Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, he's like a Charlie Austin. Like he'll score 40 goals or Jordan Rhodes back in the day, like would score 40 goals in championship, but just can't do the same thing in the Premier League. But I don't know. Yeah, I hope he signs somewhere, obviously, like you said.
Yeah.
He needs to leave so we can get better players in. Of course, that's without a doubt. But Matt, do you think we actually would get better players in? Do you think that we're capable of dealing and signing good players in? Maybe one or two, but that seems to be our track record. Like I think 2 is our cap of good players per year.
Well, when we win the Europa League, we'll have a lot of extra money, so we can sign some more players.
Well, thanks, Lee, for saying that. I appreciate that. You guys watched England versus Ivory Coast friendly tonight. I have a feeling Arlera will embarrass us. Oh, that's right. He plays for Ivory Coast. I forgot about that.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, it depends. It depends on, again, if they utilize him properly. he's one of those players, and I feel Yarmolenko fits into this category where if you utilize them appropriately, if you play a system that suits their needs, then they will light up anybody. Like, I think that Yarmolenko was better under Pellegrini than Moyes, and but yet Allaire not so much under anybody really, other than Frankfurt and Ajax. So I don't know who the Ivory Coast manager is. I don't know what their system is, but maybe. But again, I did notice that, and I don't know if you noticed this, Wally. Again, I didn't watch the England match against Switzerland, but
no, I missed it too.
I was following it like on the live ticker thing or whatever, and it felt like, anybody who's watched that match, please tell me if I'm right or wrong. And this isn't the first time I've noticed this, that if Declan Rice doesn't start, England doesn't play that well until he comes off the bench, and then the whole game changes. Well, let me know if that's true.
That's what I heard too. That was the comments that were made. It's just came on, changed, and seemed to click. So I didn't watch it, but I don't even know if we can get the England game here. So it's probably I don't know.
If you have
if you dig around,
box, you can. Or if freaking Ginge ends up giving us links on the friggin' Discord again, that'd be nice. But yeah, there's always a way, Wally. There's always a way. Good afternoon, Green Street. What do you guys think of Mavati? To be honest, I don't know who the hell that is. No. So let me look him up. Good question. You have me stumped. But it is also early in the morning for me, so I'm not awake yet. I'm only on my first coffee. I need about 5.
Only your first? So. I've already had 2. I'm 2 coffees in. But I've never heard of them.
That's how tired I am. This is actually my second, and I'm halfway through. So
you can't count.
In this awesome American Hammers mug. Look at that.
Beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful.
Drinkware Designs out of Texas made this. It's actually lasted quite a while, actually.
Yeah.
A few years. So thank you guys. Drinkware.designs.com, I believe. I don't know who. Nothing's even popping up on my thing. Did you spell that right? Because I got nothing coming up.
I don't see anything either.
I don't know who that is, but did you realize this show would be at my 2300? Didn't realize this show would be at my 2300. Well, that's the thing, Robert.
Oh, Rob, hey.
We need you back on, my man. And again, I really suck at time differences. Okay, I do my best. But yeah, please message me offline and let me know your availability. And now that I'm doing shows at this time of day, every Tuesday with Wally, if you can fit it in, come on. Come on. Jesus Christ. Can't talk today.
It'd be great to see you again, Rob.
Yeah, man. And then if you can pull off like an evening show or something like that, let us know. Just let us know. And we'll be more than happy to get you back on. Mavididi? That sounds better. Mavididi. Mavididi. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, yeah. From Montpellier. Oh. 8 goals, 3 assists in 22 matches this season under Ligue 1 from Montpellier. I guess he's a Arsenal kid, right?
Okay.
Something like that. 8 goals and 22 with 3 assists. That's decent. But he's a left
striker?
Winger.
Oh, left winger?
Who I'm assuming can play up top, but even still, anybody attacking. I mean, obviously, if we're still talking about bringing Lingard back, he's not a striker either. So,
yeah.
And a lot of these guys that we're linked with are not strikers. So,
right.
Hell yeah. If a kid can score goals, he's pretty young. I think he said 22 or 23. He's 23. Something like that. 23.
We need a striker.
Market value of $11 million.
Okay. Dollars.
So I don't know what that would be
bargain.
pounds. I'm assuming about 15 million pounds. Yeah, let's do it.
No, it's the other way. That dollars. He would be like 9 million pounds.
Yeah. Oh,
or
there you go.
8.5 maybe.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Happy Hammerette, good call. Let's sign him up. Who we talk to?
That's a Hugel. That's a Jordan Hugel price.
There you go. All right, Robert, please do. I'll send. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
The show for next Tuesday. Because this seems to be the thing. Like this time works for me and Wally very well. So, yeah, I'll send you the link before the next show. Would love to have you on next week. Be great to have you on again. And also, Hammerette or Matt Howard or any of you, you want to come on next week or the week after or whatever, any of these shows, just message us.
Clive from the Green Street Elites. He would get him. That's
Clive?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I can't tell when they don't put their freaking name in the goddamn thing. Like Happy Hammerette, I couldn't tell you what her name is either, but I think they do that for a reason. But hey, absolutely, like you guys want to come on, girls want to come on, whatever. Let's have a party. It's always fun with me and Wally, right? It's usually.
I'd love to get Happy on.
Yeah, Happy, come on, let's go.
There's probably no chance, but it would be awesome.
Yeah, probably. But she's always in the chat. The chat.
Yeah,
so
she's wonderful.
As long as she's there chatting away, I appreciate it.
Love it.
I never watched England. Didn't watch. Okay, so yeah. See, that's the thing. I saw somebody make a post, a poll. Yeah, Jesus Christ, a poll. Come on, Tim, speak. On Twitter yesterday or the day before, something like that, where it said, "Would you rather see us like West Ham win the league or England win the World Cup?" Right? And I think when I checked last, it was like 87% said West Ham win the league, just because. And then I saw a lot of the explanations. It was because, I guess as a West Ham supporter, like you get more. It's more enjoyable. The feeling is more intense when West Ham win or when West Ham, versus England winning a match or something like that. I mean, so to actually win the league, it would mean more than England winning the World Cup because West Ham already won the World Cup, right?
Yeah, that's right.
In '66, yeah.
But, that's why I'm a West Ham fan. That caused me to become West Ham. That World Cup.
I had pie and mash without the liquor in it. Yes, I actually, my story is that I went my last day on my first trip in England in 2018, at the end of the 2018 17-18 season. I think it was like the day or two after the last match. I went and walked from what was it was called Queen's Head in Stratford. It was. I don't know if they're there anymore. I think it's some weird place now. But anyway, I walked from Stratford to Green Street. I literally walked there, and I looked for the nearest pie and mash place. Nick's was closed, and all this other. I'm sorry, Nathan's was closed. I mean, there was so many places that were just closed, and then there was this one little shop around the corner. So if you're at the intersection, and on the left corner ahead would be the bowling, and the left street would be where the left side of Green Street would be where the stadium used to be. I took a right, and I think it was not far down on the left-hand side. There was this little shop, and I had pie and mash, but it was too fucking early for like jelly deals or any of that other stuff. I literally just had pie and mash and just plain as fuck, absolutely plain as. It was dry. I was like, it was fucking horrible. I mean, but it tasted good.
Yeah.
But next
time. I haven't had it. I have to go. When I go there, I'll definitely try it. But actually, here in Philadelphia, we have a place that pie and mash. Legitimate pie and mash apparently. So I'm gonna have to make a trip there. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
All right, Clive. Well, you want to hop on with us this time next week? We'll be on.
Yeah.
And awesome. Just send us a message. Send American Airways TV a message on, I don't know, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. We answer I answer, all of those. And this goes for anybody. Anybody who wants to join us at this time of day on a Tuesday, send us a message. I will, as soon as I set up the link for the show, I'll send it over to you, and be more than happy to have as many of you on as possible. I mean, we can have up to 10, including us. So that means we could actually have like 8 other people on here. It becomes a clusterfuck at that point. But I'm just saying that we do have the capability of having, a couple people on here, or a handful of them. So, message us. We'd be more than happy to have you guys on. And what else here? Definitely West Ham winning any trophy over the World Cup. Yeah.
Honestly, it's weird when I watch England on English. I really want them to win and stuff going into the match, and especially obviously when like Declan plays or any other West Ham player plays for them. But in the course of the match, I'm always like, freaking Harry Maguire, I can't stand him. Oh, Harry Kane, I can't stand him. So I get this feeling like,
That's exactly.
I know. It's just like
Happy Hammer just said it.
I hate all the players.
How do you switch that off? Like, I can't. But I mean, first and foremost, I'm American, and I can't stand American soccer, as we call it here. I can't stand the MLS. I can't stand the men's national team, women's national team, whatever national team. I just don't give a shit about international football. It's like the Olympics too. Like, a lot of people love the Olympics. Listen, that's cool, but me personally, I could give a fuck less. But that's just me. So whatever. But it's kind of similar where like this is like the World Cup is like a showcase, obviously, for the greatest talents in the world, which is great. Good for you. Yeah. But I don't like fucking Harry Kane. Yep. I don't like Harry Maguire. I don't like any of the fucking players in Leicester City. I don't like. Dude, there's so many players on that squad I fucking can't stand. I can't switch that off. And I can't imagine what it's like actually being English and doing that. That's insane. So it's kind of like, I guarantee you that back in '66, Millwall fucking fans or Spurs fans, how fucking horrible must have that been for them? Who gives a fuck? But how horrible must that have been to see fucking Hurst and Moore, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking whoop some ass in the '66 World Cup and hoist that trophy. Like, or City supporters with fucking half the. So we had a few West Ham supporters on that '66 squad, but half the fucking team were United players. Like, that must have been fucking horrible for them. So again, I don't get it. So that's why I don't give a shit. But for those who do, that's so awesome. I'm so happy for you that you can enjoy that. And I'm not going to take that away from you. I'm just letting you know my stupid opinion. Okay?
Well, yeah, I had the same. 4 years ago when the U.S. men's team like lost to Trinidad and didn't make the World Cup. Oh, yeah. I laughed so hard about that because, it's like all they had to do was tie Trinidad and Tobago, which, like all Caribbean island, and you got the U.S. team, a gigantic team. All we had to do was tie that match, and we would have gone through. And we couldn't. We lost it, and we got knocked out. And I laughed so hard. I mean, plus, like when Antonio scored against the U.S. team, I laughed. I mean, that was great. I thought that was great.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. So it's weird.
It's again, it's just one of those things, and I can't stand international breaks. I find them fucking pointless, just because I find all that pointless. But that's just, again, my opinion. But it adds to the hatred of international break. Like, no fucking West Ham. Like, really? Yeah. Sure, I'll follow the games on the live ticker and like the information that comes in, and I'll follow the matches where West Ham players are playing, and noticing that, hey, you guys are doing shit because you don't have Declan Rice in the squad or something like that. You know what I mean? I love seeing stuff like that. Yeah. But fuck it. I guess anyway, our next match is Everton. Everton's playing like shit. Let's just hope that doesn't mean that we're due to get our asses whooped. So their last 5 matches, Everton, they beat Newcastle at home 1-0. They lost 1-0 at home against Wolves. They got fucking dismantled by Spuds away at the Tin Box. And then they lost at home 1-0 to City, which sounds like a decent performance.
Yeah.
And then they lost 2-0 against Southampton away. We obviously fucking got embarrassed at Spuds. We beat Aston Villa squad that wasn't playing that well. We beat them 2-1. We eked that out. We lost 1-0 to Liverpool away. We beat Wolves 1-0, and then we drew Newcastle 1-1. So our form is just up and down and up and down and up and down. And with this whole break, I mean, does that benefit us? I mean, realistically, like, how many players do we have away for international duty? So we got, because obviously Antonio didn't go, right?
Right. Antonio didn't go.
So just Rice.
Rice. I think Souček played for the Czechs, but didn't win, so they won't make the World Cup. So if they play again, it'll probably be an easy, like he can take it easy or whatever. But I did see Benrahma just got called up like today to go to Algeria to play in their important match. So hopefully, all I hope is that nobody gets injured, that's all. And it gives us time to have Bowen come back. It gives him 2 weeks to recover. So maybe we'll get him back for Everton. I don't know. But so there is a silver lining in that. Get back. Give more time for like Cresswell to
Yeah, because the rest of the dudes are still training. I mean, that's my point.
Yeah.
So the rest of the squad is still training. So if we only have a couple off at international duty, that is helpful. That is good for us. Maybe not match fit, but just 2 weeks without a match, dude. I don't know. It's like not going to the gym for a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden the belly comes back and I gotta go back to the gym. Just reminded me. Anyway,
at my age, the belly never goes away, so it's a constant.
I do. Same. But yeah. What else we got here? So yeah, and then obviously, just so everybody knows who's tuned in after we started today, I'm going to mention the things that I brought up in the very beginning, which was we have a show Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time with Chris and Katie. They're going to be talking to 2 Lyon supporters. I believe one of them's from Canada and the other one's from Massachusetts.
Cool.
But the one from Canada runs the American or North American Lyon Supporters Club. He's like the head of it. So that will be interesting to have a Canadian and an American who's a Lyon supporter get their point of view on the upcoming match. So that'll be good. So that's Thursday. And then Friday night we have Lee. He says he's like 90% certain that he'll do a show. And we got some guests lined up for that one as well. A couple people that we've had on before that haven't been on in a long time. We're going to bring a couple of new faces back in there, and probably some of the same old lovely faces that we see every Friday or every show with Lee, which is awesome. So, what does this say here? I'd be surprised if Zuma gets a late call. Yeah. I feel sorry for Crawl. Yeah, I keep forgetting about Crawl. What? I honestly, I remember Crawl more than I remember Noble, though. I mean, it's one of those deals where poor guy, both of them, but Crawl especially, they were all excited when they signed him. Like, we get a trio now. These Croatians.
I was excited for him. Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, either way. So anybody have any things you want to ask Wally or I before we tune out. Also, I got to mention too, we do have a couple of game shows. We're looking for a host, so please message us if you're interested in hosting a game show, and I'm sure we could find a way to get Wally to assist you guys, whoever it is. And since we're not doing Friday anytime soon, we may. You know what? How about this? I'll just go ahead and do it. We're going to start an online petition to get Friday Night Lights back. All right, we're going to do it. So anybody who wants Friday Night Lights back, if you want to get John out of retirement, it might not be called Friday Night Lights. It might be a different night of the week. But apparently starting, for next season, he says he's interested as long as there's interest. Yeah. So we need to show him. We need to show John Anthony, John Nolan, that there's interest in Friday Night Lights. We'll do some tournaments and stuff like that. But we do have another game show that we need a host for that we could start as soon as we get a host. Lee and I just don't have the time to do it. Again, Lee's got his night shows. I got the morning shows now. So, but anyway, all right. Yeah, here we go. Predictions for the match. There we go.
Everton. Yeah. I feel pretty good about this one. I think we'll win. Is it home or away?
I think it's home.
Home?
I think so.
Yeah. I think
we played them away in October. So yeah,
okay.
It's gotta be home.
So it's home. Yeah, I predict a comfortable win, like a 2-0, like Ken is saying. I'll take that. Yeah. How about you?
I'm gonna go 7-1 West Ham. 7 goals at home. With,
wow.
With Fredericks coming off the bench for the assist. And
what's in that coffee again, Tim?
That's funny you say that. Somebody else asked, question for Wally, is drinking coffee akin for supporting Lyon? Sounds very French. Coffee. You gotta ask Lee that one. Lee would know.
Lee is the French. Yeah, he's the French guy.
Definitely. Hammerette says we always play craps after play crap after the breaks. I wish I could talk. Yes, 7, and then mark it down. One time I made a prediction. I think it was like 3-3 or something like that. And I'll never forget. Somebody sent me an offline message of the betting odds or some bullshit like that. That if I'd actually bet on that match, I would have won $5,000.
Wow.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Nice.
But maybe I should bet on this one. 7-1. 7-1.
Bet you could get good odds on 7-1.
Well, Flappy Hansky cannot do a clean sheet. So
yeah.
All right, 2-1. There we go. 2-1. Squeaky by the end. There we go. Who are the goal scorers? Damn it. Yeah.
For 7,
I'd say Fornals will get a couple. So there's 2. Dawson will get a hat trick. So that's 5. With the score of headers, man. I mean, that motherfucker, I love him sometimes. So there, I'll give one a meow. That's 6. And who else we got? We don't have any attackers that really can score other than 4. So maybe Lanzini, give him 1. So there we go. That's 7, 6 or 7, 7. There you go.
Yeah.
We can't score 7 in a month. Well, that's what we're here for. We're here for comic relief.
There you go.
3-0 West Ham. There you go, Clive. 2-1 Suchek and Zini. Yes. I hope so. We can't hit a barn door with the much larger barn door. Yeah. So 5-0 by Lee. There we go.
Nice.
Statham.
That Lee.
3-1. Okay, at least we're all on the positive side here.
Yeah, we are.
Anybody think we are going to lose this one? No? Good. Yeah. Well, honestly, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, we need to win this one because I think some of our next matches are really tough. So we got Burnley and Chelsea, I think, is in there.
Chelsea at the end of the month. And brutal.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Oh yeah, Brentford. So that's never a good time. They're a bogey team, as Jazz calls it. And then Burnley, and then Chelsea, and then Arsenal. Yeah, we need 3 points, everybody. Let's go.
Yep. We got to get it this weekend.
Are we missing the own game? Then us scoring 7. Put a pound on it. That's all you have to do. Just put a pound on 7-1 and see what happens. And then I'll take my 15%. And yeah. How about this, everybody? This is not financial advice. This is my disclaimer. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Put a pound on 7-1 West Ham. See what happens.
Wow.
All right?
Wow.
Again, this is not financial advice or gambling advice, but for entertainment purposes, put a pound on it. See what happens. Put 5. And give me my 15%. There we go. All right. What else we got here before we go? Oh, yeah. What are your thoughts on Areola? So we've already talked about this, I think, last week. Right? Was it last week we talked about signing him?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Potentially loaning him for another 12 months. I would absolutely do that. I think that makes sense. Especially, we'd probably save some money there because we're not going to be able to just flat out afford him at his current wage rate. But
yeah, it's very high.
I love him. I do. I see a lot of potential in him. He's not even at his prime, and he's still better than Fabianski. So
yeah,
that dude, I would absolutely sign him. And if that means loaning him for another 12 months and then loaning him again for another 12 months when the lease runs out, maybe trade up. Who knows? We'll see. What are your thoughts there, Wally?
Well, yeah, save he made against Seville, that clinched that won us the whole thing, because if he hadn't made that save, we were dead and buried, I think. So on that alone, I would definitely bring him back. And like you say, Fabianski, he, especially last year, he kept injuring himself just taking like goal kicks. And so we definitely need somebody strong to come in and, and I like Areola. I know they've talked about other keepers like John Stone and stuff like that, but
no thanks.
But yeah, Areola is great.
We got one, yeah. We have him in a West Ham shirt already. Like let's keep it going. I honestly think that he's one of those players that could become legendary for the club if we just somehow keep him as long as possible. Whether it's loaning to buy or whatever the case may be. I think that we would totally forget about players like Robert Green and Parkinson and all these guys. Like this guy he has the potential to do a lot better than Fabianski ever did for us. That's just my opinion. Tarkovsky, I fucking don't see why anybody would want to sign a player who leaks goals. Like, you got a defender who leaks goals, right? So that's the goalkeeper's job, right? To leak goals. But that motherfucker, like, I've been, ever since we were first linked with him, a few years ago. I mean, sure, he's a good looking dude. I mean, that's why all the, people want to sign him or something like that. He's a big, strong guy, handsome man. But like, guy can't fucking play. Like, and the money that they were asking for him, I think it was last window or the window before, it was getting up there. Like, we're like, okay, well, 11 million, 15 million, 17 million, 20 million. And then they're like, no, we want 40. I'm like, fuck you. Like, I wouldn't fucking pay 5 million for him. I'd bring James Tompkins back before I fucking do that. You dude, like, yeah. So I'm sorry. I don't mean to get upset. It's just that's just little keywords like Tarkovsky and Fabianski, and they get under my skin.
They set you off. Yeah.
Roberto, best keeper we've had since Roberto. Who, Fabianski? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or is it? No, I don't want her. Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I'd rather have that Forrest center back. Yeah, dude. I'd rather have QPR's center backs. I'd rather have fucking Morecambe FC's fucking center backs, than have Tarkovsky. It would save us a lot of money, and we'd probably have players that actually want to play the game and not give a fuck about money as much. And that's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of a Lingard when it comes down to that bullshit. But anyway, now that they're in the fucking relegation fucking battle, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yep. Yeah, they're down there.
Then he's like, "Oh, please come save me."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go fuck yourself. Anyway, again, these are just opinions.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, we've been on for an hour.
All right.
This is my cap, and Wally, thank you for joining me once again.
My pleasure.
I'm shocked nobody wanted to come on with us today, but maybe next week.
It is shocking.
We got a few for next week. We got Robert.
Yeah,
we got maybe Clive.
Clive, I think will do. Yeah, Clive's great.
Yeah, we got at least a couple for next week. That's good. Yeah. So anybody else want to join us on any of the shows, like literally any of our shows, or if you want to maybe host a show on our channel or whatever, make sure to message us and we can try to work something out. And then the other deal is, please, there's a link in the description to our shop. We got shirts like the one Wally's wearing in our shop with different supporters clubs logos from all over the world, like Ghana Hammers and Boston Hammers and all this good stuff, like tons of all over the world. And then some other cool designs too, like funky ones, like the fuck you Spurs one, or fuck whatever. The Skeletor spray painting fuck Spurs on the brick wall, or what was the Uncle Sam flipping off Spurs fans. I mean, there's tons of cool shit in there that are unique, or like the parental advisory warning thing, West Ham supporter one.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. I have that. We got some cool stuff. We got like a little Minecraft Bobby Moore looking guy for the kids, or adults or whatever. We got stuff in the shop. Support us, keep us alive, keep us going, and wear some cool American Hammer swag. And I do have like a couple scarves left, but I'm gonna be saving them for our game shows to give away, and stuff like that. But I don't know, maybe we'll order more sometime down the road. But if there's interest, also, if anybody over in the UK, if you go to the matches, go to Carpenter's Arms, man. That's the fucking place. That's my favorite fucking place. So last time I was there, I gave them one of our scarves, and they actually have it hanging up
nice.
Over the bar. So snap a photo with you in front of the scarf and send it to us so we can post it on social media. That'd be cool. Just show your support for our channel and let us know that you watch our show and stuff like that. So, So like and subscribe, and Wally, I'll talk to you off the air, but everybody else, you have a great rest of your week. And make sure to tune in Thursday night and Friday night. And then we'll be back Tuesday next week. All right.
Cool.
Come on, you Irons.
Irons. Yeah.